Good morning, everybody. Happy Wednesday to you. It is March 20th, 2024, and get ready because it's a whole 90s party today. And we've got trivia, so stay tuned. Project Joy Live coming up now. Everybody, it is March 20th, 2024, and we are smack in the middle of 90s Nostalgia Week. I'm here as your host, Jessica Dugas, and I have a very special co-host with me this week. She's a childhood friend, and even an even better friend now. I will say that. And so without further ado, I don't want to waste any time because what's a party by yourself? We got to have some friends on the screen with us. Let's welcome Danielle Valero back to the show. Good morning, Danielle. I'm happy to have your happy and tired face on this morning. We're both like, oh God, we're feeling it today.
For sure. Good morning.
Good morning. Are you excited about our trivia today?
I am very excited.
We're gonna do it. We were having a little test of our 90s brains before the show, and I wasn't sure I was gonna get one of the questions that Danielle brought, but I'm very proud of myself this morning that the brain seems to be firing on all cylinders today, which is good. It's good. All right, so as we think back this morning to parties that we may have gone to in the 90s, what are some thoughts or memories that you have about that time?
Ooh, basement parties. That was a big thing. Big thing back then. I remember a lot of basement parties and peppermint schnapps that I should not have been testing out.
Do you remember Aftershock?
Yes. So, oh yeah.
Yeah. That was a moment. I shared last time we were on last year when we did this series of the nostalgia series, how I remember trying to remember the sugar crystals that were in there, and I remember trying to get them out, and finally you go and break the bottle, and is it glass? Is it a crystal? We don't really know. horrible things that we did. Horrible things. But this is how we had to entertain ourselves without social media during that time.
Exactly.
I don't know about you, but I'm super glad that we didn't have social media during those times so that we don't have certain proof of anything that we may or may not have done.
None at all.
I love it. So we're going to get into favorites on Friday's show of the best of the 90s, but what are some of your favorite like 90s party songs?
Oh, there was such a mix. I feel like there was a lot of grunge music going on. I loved to listen to Aerosmith. A lot of other like alternative type music. Alanis Morissette was my favorite. And then you go and you have Bone Thugs and Harmony. You have Tupac, Biggie. I mean, I was more of a Tupac fan, I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah.
I mean, and then the R&B was amazing. Keith Sweat, TLC.
Yeah.
The list goes on. It was a mix. I feel like we all listened to so much different music in the 90s, and yeah, I was all over the place with the music.
Yeah, absolutely. I was thinking about before the show, I was listening to a few different songs. We had Mambo Number 5, which I love, like as far as like dance dance parties type music. Mambo number 5, Getting Jiggy with It, Will Smith.
Oh,
That was a whole vibe there. We had Jumpin', Destiny's Child.
ooh, love that one.
Um, what else can I think of here? Let's see. Creep, TLC. That was a good.
Oh, yes.
Anything TLC was a good
Oh
whole
my
vibe.
gosh, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Let me know if you guys are watching what some of your favorite 90s party slash dance hits were. Brittany's joining us this morning. Good morning. And she used that hashtag trivia. Be sure to
Ooh.
use that in the comments below to be entered to win our exclusive 90s merch today. And don't forget to share out this episode. Pause while you're listening here this morning. Share out the episode so we can have more people joining into our trivia this morning, and use hashtag trivia in all of your comments this morning to be entered to win. I got it sitting off to the side here. What is the prize? I don't know. You will have to find out. Michael said I'm so glad there's no evidence. We're thankful to not have social media in that time. Though, did you see the documentary that Soleil Moonfry that played Punky Brewster had done? Did you watch that?
Oh my God, over and over again. I loved it.
During a time when, we didn't have the phones and all of that, she carried around this big old camcorder and recorded all of these things. It was like a time capsule. It was
It
wild.
was. And you know what? It was so nostalgic and so comforting to watch it. It brought me back that I never watch things over and over again. I'm one of those people, once I watch it, that's it. I kept watching it over and over again because it brought me back. It was like a time capsule. Exactly.
Yeah. Let me know if you guys have seen that. It really was. I think it's on it might be on Paramount or
Hulu?
Peacock,
Oh, I don't know.
or something like that. I don't know. It's on one of the streaming services. But it's about the 90s, and it was really incredible. And anytime I try to watch a lot of the interviews that she's done about it as well, because she gives even more of a, like, this is why she did that. And it was something just we didn't see really from that time, which is cool. Brittany said 90s music is where it's at. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And Michael liked Return of the Mac. That was a good song too. That was a good song too. And then I remember going to, like, the glow bowling at the bowling alley here in Groton, and with Mike and his crew. And then we're listening to, like, Friends in Low Places, which that whole album from Garth Brooks at that time was huge as well. If you were into any of the, I think 90, I'm not a big country fan, I'll be honest with you, but 90s country, it was different. Shania
It was
Twain.
different. Yep.
Yep. Garth Brooks. That 90s country is
Billy
where
Ray
it's at for me.
Cyrus. Achy breaky heart was everywhere.
Don't tell my heart, my achy breaky. I love that. Yes. And so fun fact, Mike's brother bartends over at one of the places in Groton here. I think is it called Game Time? Mike, you gotta check me on that. But he sang Friends in Low Places during karaoke one night recently. Like, and it was, I said, the last time I heard you sing this, we were in the bowling alley in the 90s. Really, which was a moment. All right, so I think we should get into trivia. We're gonna give ourselves a good 15 solid minutes of trivia, and we want to see what you guys can do this morning. And then also be sure to use hashtag trivia in your comments so that we can be entered to win our piece of exclusive 90s merch this morning. Are you guys ready? Let us know that you're ready, and we're gonna get rolling. All right, I'm gonna put out the first question here this morning. I actually pulled some questions from the big screen in the panel room, which was the ballroom at the Connecticut Convention Center in Hartford, Connecticut during 90s Con. And one of the first questions that popped up, which of course I knew the answer to, who was the first boy band to make the cover of People magazine? Who was the first boy band to make the cover of People magazine? We're going to give everybody just a moment I should have brought Jeopardy music.
Oh yeah. Do 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 do.
Everybody was singing that in the 90s. Even though that show's been around a really long time, I remember that being like something everybody was singing at the time. All right, Danielle, what's your guess? Who do you think was the first boy band to make the cover of People magazine?
New Kids on the Block.
It was New Kids on the Block, absolutely.
Ooh.
And it was out on August 13th, 1990. So that was like
Ooh, we
that
were
was the
young.
first time, yeah. We were babies.
We were babies.
We were kids on the block.
Kids on the block.
I love it. All right, do you have a trivia question for us this morning, Danielle?
Sure. Who had a #1 hit in 1990 with Opposites Attract?
Oh. Oh, I love this one. So
I know you know.
Fun fact about this one, Brittany was like, on that last question, I was just a year old. I don't know. I was out.
Oh, show off.
She was a 90s. We were 80s babies, 90s teen, and Brittany was a 90s baby. So it's that's what's been fun about these nostalgic series that we've been doing, is that the difference in depending on where we were in our lives as to how we processed whatever was going on at the time. So that the artist for who you're talking about, you ask the question one more time.
Okay. Who had a #1 hit in 1990 with Opposites Attract?
Oh, we have an answer. Here we go. There's the answer, Paula Abdul. Well done.
I love that music video, by the way.
Yes.
That was awesome.
I love it too. I was thinking though, do you guys remember, for those of you that are Connecticut folks, do you remember Maple Breeze Park in Pawcatuck with the water slides and the bumper boats and the mini golf? It is not there anymore.
Yes.
It's not there. And they had a little ice cream thing. And I swear to you, every single time I would go to there, they would be playing Paula Abdul.
Somebody was a fan.
Yep, off of Route 2. And it's not, I'm so sad it's not there anymore. It's like a big hospital building or something like that now. But it's sad to ride by there because you can kind of like, you see like the trees and then you're like, it used to be there.
My dad used to take us there all the time. That was like one of his go-to things to like take us on the weekend.
Yeah. Yeah. That was so much, but I swear every time I went, Paula Abdul would be all right. Next question. What A-list couple got engaged in 1992 and are still together this day, but have not gotten married? Not gotten married. Oh. Which A-list couple got engaged in 1992 and are still together to this day, but have not gotten married? You don't see the him in this couple very much. You see a lot of her. She started out on news and then had her own show for a really long time. And now she has her own network. And she's known as being like the queen of talk shows.
Oh, okay.
Okay, Mike, do you remember her partner's name? Do you remember what his name is? Because I think I may have had a hard time. I would have had a hard time remembering his name, but I know her name. And Mike just said it in the comments, but I'm going to give you all just a minute. What A-list couple got engaged in 1992, are still together, but haven't gotten married? And make sure you guys are using hashtag trivia in the comments down below to be entered to win our exclusive merch today from 90's. There it is. Okay, Oprah and Stedman. That's the.
Yeah, I couldn't remember his name. I was like, it's not a common name that I hear a lot.
Yeah, I would have totally, until it popped up on the screen, I wouldn't have been able to tell you.
Nope.
All right, who was named the hottest new star in 1998? Who was named the hottest new star in 1998? I'm old. That's anybody else feel that this morning? I'm old. Hashtag trivia down below. Who was named the hottest star in 1998? What clues can I give? He starred in a movie about a boat. He starred in a movie that was a remake of a Shakespeare classic. Yeah. And he's still a big A-list celebrity today. But he was named the hottest new star in 1998. Let me know if you guys know the answer. Do you have what else was he in, Danielle? I'm trying to think. of I mean, the biggest one is the boat one. I feel like everybody knows him.
Gilbert's.
Oh, What's Eating Gilbert? Great.
Yeah, way back when.
Yeah.
He was young. He did an amazing job.
I'm Googling here. I'm Googling. We've got no, what is this? Okay, Wolf of Wall Street.
Yep.
Inception, The Reverend, The Great Gatsby, Shutter Island, The Departed, Catch Me If You Can.
Oh, I love that one.
The Beach, Basketball Diaries, The Aviator, The Gangs of New York. That was a great one. So many things. More coffee needed. More coffee. Yes, we're trying to wake up this morning. I know who it is. Who is it, Nancy? Give us the answer.
Oh my gosh, we handed it on a silver platter.
Yes. Come on, y'all, wake up. All right, what's the answer, Danielle? Who was named the hottest star in 1998?
Leonardo DiCaprio.
There it is. Nancy got it. Ding, ding, ding.
Yay.
Thank you, Danielle, for that wonderful gift that keeps on giving.
Oh, yeah.
I love it. Nancy, make sure #trivia down in the comments so you could be entered to win our exclusive 90s Con merch today during trivia. All right. It was Leonardo. Okay. Do you have another one for us, Danielle?
Okay. Where did Bone Thugs and Harmony, where did they want to meet in 1996?
Where did they want to meet?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
it's in a song.
It's the lyrics. It's the lyrics. Okay.
Yes, it's in the lyrics.
And it's the title, so I can't even say the title.
No.
See you at the...
Jessica, you're really giving it away.
I'm trying to help the people because they haven't had their coffee
I know,
yet,
nobody's
clearly.
awake.
We'll have to do trivia another time in the evening when I'm no good to anyone. That's what it'll be. Bone Thugs and Harmony. Boom, 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 boom. Anybody? Bueller? Anyone? All right. What's the answer, Danielle?
Crossroads.
See you at the crossroads. You won't be lonely. There it is. Somebody will say okay. All right. That's it. Womp womp. That's the next button I need. Womp womp.
Oh, yeah.
Which 90s girl group is the best-selling girl group of all time? And you know what's interesting? Kat Stomska and I were having a chat about this the other day. How many boy bands have come out and stayed for so long? And there, how few girl groups have not only come out but then stayed. I don't think there's any that are still out right now girl group wise, because even Destiny's Child, they'll come out and do stuff every now and then, but they're mostly doing their solo career now.
It's true.
Which 90s girl group is the best-selling group of all time? And Brittany, if you don't get this...
Oh, yeah, exactly. She should know.
Ma'am. Ma'am, wake up. Who was it? Best-selling girl group of all time. I'll tell you what I want. What I really, really want is...
So tell me what you want. What you really, really want.
I really want Brittany to get this. Caroline, good morning. It is not the Dixie Chicks. It is not the Dixie Chicks.
Earl.
It is, in fact, Spice Girls. There it is. Brittany, we're trying. I need you to work with us here, Brittany, this morning. Okay.
Come on, guys. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up.
Wake up. Don't forget, Nancy, Caroline, get that hashtag trivia down there in the comments so you can be entered to win our exclusive merch from 90s Con for our trivia this morning. All right, next question. Okay, switching gears. Which 90s boy band is the best-selling boy band of all time?
Ooh.
This one could be a little more difficult because let's name some. We had New Kids on the Block we've talked about already.
Yes.
NSYNC.
Uh-huh.
Backstreet Boys. 98 Degrees.
I don't think.
Who else? And we still kind of we had a bunch hanging around from the 80s still. I feel like New Edition.
Oh, okay.
Jackson 5.
Boys to Men.
Boys to Men. Yep, that's another great one. We had a lot of, so I think we got a winner. Our winner is, it was in fact the Backstreet Boys.
What? I would
Well
have thought
done, Miss Brittany.
NSYNC. Oh, wow.
See, she gave a backup just in case.
Oh,
Just in case.
that would have been my guess.
Yeah, it was in fact Backstreet Boys.
Wow.
All right. Who was the president of the United States for the majority of the 90s? The majority of the 90s. Well done, Caroline. You got it. You got it. Nice job. Who was the president of the United States for the majority
Ooh.
of the 90s? He also did not inhale.
Oh, okay. Mm.
May or may not have enjoyed his time in the Oval Office.
Jessica. You're on fire.
Somebody please, somebody
You need to
please
do the
take-
bell right now. Ding.
Winner. It is in fact President Bill Clinton. Well done. Well done, Brittany. Nice job. All right. Danielle, give us another one.
All right. What was the handheld digital pet that was popular in the 90s?
Okay, so I have to tell you guys, I mentioned them on Monday's show. We stopped by this vendor who had, if you watched Monday's show, you'll remember this. She had tumblers that were so cute. If you can follow them on Facebook, A Little Bling, and you'll know it's them because they just made a post a couple days ago with a cassette tape thanking everybody who stopped by at 90s Con. And they had these cute toppers. I've seen tumblers before, obviously, but I've never seen toppers like this. And they had a working one of these as a topper for your drink that I was like, oh, I need this in my life. I'm mad at myself for not getting it there, but my hands were full with so much stuff. Shopping was fun though. All right. Read the question one more time, Danielle.
Okay. What was the handheld digital pet that was popular in the 90s?
Remember when they gave out like the knockoff ones at like McDonald's?
Yes.
They were not real ones.
Mm-mm.
And they didn't last very long.
No.
They didn't last very long. Any guesses on this one? This one might be that it was not Pokemon. It was not Pokemon. It's a little pet. You had to keep it alive, and more often than not, they died.
Exactly. And they were little handheld. Little handheld.
Does anybody still have one that's alive? Does anybody?
That, you know what? That would be amazing because they were very easy to kill.
That's an open invitation. Anybody out there that currently has And here's the answer. Tamagotchi that's still alive. We need you to come on the show.
You can babysit for me.
I love if you're
You can keep
Tamagotchi,
that alive.
right? You can now. That's the litmus test for if you're allowed to babysit my kids or not.
Exactly.
I love it. I love it. Okay. Next question. Which okay. What year was the World Wide Web first introduced to the public? Now this guys, we have plenty of years to choose from. It's either 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99. Okay. What year was the World Wide Web first introduced to the public? Everybody guess. This is
I have a guess
multiple
too,
choice.
because I have no idea.
Multiple choice. Oh my God. I watched this clip the other day of actual footage from a news broadcast where email was introduced for the first time, and they were trying to say the like they didn't know how to say the @ symbol. And it was such a wild thing. Like they were like, what is this WW? Like, do you have to put that? What is that? Like,
That's hilarious.
it was a riot. I'll have to see if I can hunt down that video. Okay, we got 95. It was not 95. It was not 94. It was not 95. It was not 94. It was earlier than that. It was earlier. There it is. There's the correct answer. It was, in fact, 1991.
Wow.
1991. And Brittany was like 92, 93, 90. It was 1991.
That's what my brain was doing. I started at like 95, and then as people were answering, I'm like going down lower.
I love it. I love it. All right. Last couple of questions here. Give us your sports question.
Oh,
Danielle.
okay, sure. Let me see. I gotta read this. Who won 6 NBA championships in the 90s, and what team?
Oh, okay. So this is a double question. Who won 6?
Yes.
6, right? NBA championships in the 90s. And what was the team? This is a two-parter. Yes. Don't forget, hashtag, or for those of us from the 90s, # trivia. # trivia down below in the. Okay, there's part 1. It was the Chicago Bulls. Now, who was the person that was associated with 6 wins for the NBA during the 90s? Who was the person? Let me know. There it is, Michael Jordan.
Woo-hoo.
Also the star of Space Jam. First one. Everybody get up, it's time to slam now.
Did anybody have a Chicago Bulls coat? Because we wore the sports jackets. That was a big thing in the 90s.
That was I think so many people wore the Chicago Bulls jackets. And who else? Who was the other?
The Hornets. What are they?
Raiders. I saw a lot.
Raiders, yes.
And no one would be caught dead with that.
Yeah, a lot of cowboy jackets.
I love it. Sorry, my phone is. It's okay, Nancy. Make sure, Nancy, down below, put your hashtag trivia just like this, just like Brittany did. Put that down below so you can be entered to win in case your phone dies. Don't miss out. Don't miss out. Okay. Speaking of athletes, which star athlete's trial verdict did 57% of Americans tune in to watch October of 1995?
Oh, I know that.
Which star athlete? And also a wonderful morning breakfast, or morning beverage.
Absolutely. I was obsessed with that when I was pregnant with my last kid every day.
Which star athlete's trial verdict did 57% of Americans tune in to watch in October of 1995? There it is. Caroline, thank you for your hashtag trivia. Brittany was like those big old puffy jackets that felt like a sleeping bag. And those have come back around. My daughters have the big puffy jackets as well. Any guesses on this one? There was something about a white Bronco,
Something about
something
a
about a
glove.
glove.
Yeah.
And fun fact. So one of the star one of the star witnesses for this trial recently appeared on the brand new show by a certain Breakthrough Show alumni. So Ori Spado, that was that's the Hollywood mob boss that has been on the Breakthrough Show before. He has a brand new show called Stories with Ori, and he had Kato Kalin as a guest on his show recently. So you guys got to make sure you go check that out. There's Miss Brittany with the answer.
Yay.
It was in fact O.J. Simpson. Well done. And all I can hear every time I say his name is the Adam Sandler song, O.J. Simpson, not a Jew. Do you, do you remember? Anybody a big Adam
That's not
Sandler
what I thought
fan?
you were gonna say.
Anybody a big Adam Sandler fan from the 90s? The Hanukkah song was and that was one of the lyrics from the Hanukkah song. Because everybody's like, where you say the name, where is he going with this? And he's like, not a Jew.
Yep.
I will never forget. I will never forget that. Oh God. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Which 1999, so we're getting towards the end of the decade here, film's main cast was stacked with teen icons such as Sarah Michelle Gellar, Reese Witherspoon, and Ryan Phillippe?
Ooh, I know this one.
Which 1999 film's main cast was stacked with teen icons such as Sarah Michelle Gellar, Reese Witherspoon, and Ryan Phillippe? And the wild thing about this is I remember after that time, those big cross necklaces becoming really popular. And why? Because in the movie, they were filled with
Yeah, I was
they were
gonna
filled
say
with a
they
certain
had some
drug.
special powder inside.
And not the pixie stick powder. Not that. You guys remember pixie sticks? I remember taking swimming lessons as a child, and when you learned certain at Mystic Oral School. Do you remember the big pool at Mystic Oral School? That's another thing that's like it's like one of those haunted sort of things now. It's like all grown over and everything
I
else. It
don't
was
remember. I mean, it sounds very familiar, but you have a better memory than me.
I really like it's disgusting. Like the things that I remember.
Like you unlock memories for me all the time that I didn't know was deep in there.
I'm so glad to be a provider of unlocked memories. Cruel Intentions was the name of the movie. And so that pool, like I took swimming lessons there, and every like new stroke you learned, like you use the front stroke, the back stroke, all these different things. That's all I remember. And so, but everyone you learned, you got like a thing on this chart, and they had a prize when you got so many. And all I wanted were those giant pixie sticks, because that wasn't something that that was not something I was allowed to have often. So I was like, I'm gonna work for that
for good reason.
Thanks, Mom. So there was that. All right. Which Disney animated movie became the first in history to be nominated for Best Picture at the Oscars? Which Disney animated movie became the first in history to be nominated for Best Picture at the Oscars? One of the stars of this movie was the legendary Angela Lansbury as a piece of china.
Okay.
There were a lot of books in this movie. There may have been a big scary creature that luckily at the end turned it back into a man. There it is. Brittany's got the answer. It was Beauty and the Beast. Well done. I didn't realize that was the first animated. Oh, okay. Here's a great question for us all to be bitter about. About thing. What was the federal minimum wage in 1990? Any guesses for that? What do you think the minimum wage was in 1990? And look, there's put any money. We're gonna take who gets the closest. We'll take who gets the closest. All right, Mike said 350. You're very close. Higher, Caroline. Little bit higher, Michael. Little bit lower, Brittany. What's that?
Oh.
What's that game we used to play on Price is Right? Higher, lower, somewhere. Okay, so higher than 350, but lower than $4.
Oh.
Higher than 370, but lower than $4. Lower than 385.
We're getting
Kelsey?
somewhere. We're getting warmer.
Okay, higher than 370, lower than 385.
Here we go.
There it is, 380. It's $3.80. Could you imagine with the prices of inflation right?
There'd be no point to work. There'd be no point.
There would be no point at all. Which child star became the first ever to be paid $1 million for their movie role in the movie My Girl? Which child star became the first ever to be paid $1 million for their movie role in the movie My Girl? Also, Home Alone. Home Alone 1 and 2.
I know. Yep. I know who it is.
Any guesses?
Give me a second.
Any guesses? Also, Chelsea, you're just joining us. We're just about to do our giveaway. Make sure you put #trivia. Everybody that's joining us right now, put #trivia down in the comments. Mike's like, I can't spell it. Just do your best. Give us a moment of laughter. Because I probably wouldn't have been able to.
No, I wouldn't have been able to. Don't feel
My
bad.
Girl, Home Alone. What else? What other movies do? The Good Son. That movie was creepy. Richie Rich. Uncle Buck. There it is. #trivia. There, you said Kevin. Kevin! Those of us that are moms, we feel that to our core now. We feel that to our core. It was, in fact, Macaulay Culkin. Yes, Macaulay Culkin is the correct answer. Well done,
I love
everybody.
all the spelling is all over the place. Nobody has the same.
I love it. I love it. Oh, okay. So this is a really good one. Which popular 1992 reality TV show took you into the lives of 7 strangers who stopped being polite and start getting real?
Favorite.
And you can actually go back and watch some of these. Have you seen any of the reunions that have been on Paramount? What a mess.
Like literally everything. Everything to do with that show. I've seen it all of it.
That's way too far ahead, Michael. Way too far ahead. Not Jersey Shore. This was one of the first like reality shows that I really remember. I don't know if there was any before that. I really don't.
They were the first ones to do it because they've talked about it. They were the first ones.
There it is. It was in fact Real World. All I can ever think of the cast. I was trying to think. Okay, what are some of the cast? I remember Puck,
Oh, he was nuts.
and then
Yeah.
the one dude with the cowboy hat. I can't ever remember, but when I close my eyes and like see it in my head, I remember the dude with the cowboy hat and Puck. That was, oh my god.
Pedro was my favorite, and he had passed away. He was my
Mm,
favorite. I loved him.
wow.
Yeah, there's so many, so many.
Yeah. All right. We're gonna do 2 more questions, and that's it. Do you have one more, Danielle, that you think
Yeah,
of?
I do have one more.
Okay.
What was the name of Corey's best friend on Boy Meets World?
Oh, and I saw him. I saw him on Sunday. I did not get to talk to him. I was very sad. All of the cast of Boy Meets World was so busy, like lines out the wazoo, as you can imagine, because I think that's what happens when you have a show that did so well, but then they had Girl Meets World that came out, so
Mm-hmm.
it's popular to an all new group of people.
Right.
There it is.
I had
It
such
was
a crush on him back in the
Ryder
day.
Strong.
Yes,
And you know
I
what's
even sent him a letter with my picture, thinking he was going to get back to me. Because they had
Oh,
it in those little Teen Beat magazines, like you
yes.
could write to them.
Yep.
Yeah.
Man, yeah, that's the Teen Beat. What was one of the other magazine they brought up at 90s Con during one of the panels? They were talking about YM magazine. I don't know
Mm,
if you guys remember that one either, but I remember just getting them so I could take out the centerfolds and put
yes.
them put
The
'em on my wall. Yep.
posters. Yep.
Yep. I love it. All right. Let's see. Final question here. Okay, last question. Which 1994 sitcom included real life identical twins Tia and Tamara Mowry? Which 1994 sitcom
Oh,
included
I know
real
this.
life identical twins Tia and Tamara Mowry? And to this day, I still cannot tell them apart. I
Oh,
still
I
cannot tell
can.
them apart. I cannot. I mean,
What?
I think I I don't know. I don't know what it is. I think I don't maybe I don't know enough about them like individually, like outside of the show. And I think fun fact they played opposite. They played the other in the show. So that's why it got confusing. So
I didn't know
Tia
that.
played Tamara and Tamara played Tia. I think that was what I heard about that show initially. Which is interesting because that must have been super confusing on set.
That just hurt my brain.
It was in fact sister sister. Well done. It was not the Olsen twins, but that's a good guess, Caroline. There was a bunch of twins in that time, I feel like. Okay, so we got all of our entries. We have all of our entries. Last call for give it about 60 seconds. Everybody right now, pause what you're doing and put hashtag trivia down in the comments. Brittany said that's my daughter's favorite show. I love Sister Sister. My girls have watched that one too. I love it. There's certain ones I will go back and watch. All right, Brittany's entered officially. Everybody else, let's see that hashtag trivia down below. I think Mike is entered. I think Caroline is entered. And Chelsea, I think, as well. Hashtag trivia, you guys. Last couple moments. I'm gonna get my presentation ready to share my screen. We're going to get ready to draw it. And then stick around for half a second because I got to show you guys a very special video that I took from 90s Con from the Hey Dude panel, which was a whole moment. We were having karaoke.
Oh,
All
ooh.
right. All right, guys, that is it. Time is up. We are going to do our draw now for an exclusive piece of 90s Con merch. Mike was our giveaway winner from last Friday, and this will be our second winner to take home this little piece of merch that I want to keep for myself, but I'm not. I'm going to give it away. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Who is the winner? Oh my God. Well, the good news is that I only have one stop to make to deliver both the prizes. Mike McDonald is the winner again, and congratulations, Mike! Super excited. Now this will be great because then maybe your girls won't have to fight over the prize. The prizes. The exclusive merch is the bear with the hat on. It is the exclusive bear from 90's Con. It says 90's Con on his little shirt, and it is a
So
pin.
cute.
It matches my big bear that I have back here on my screen, which he's so cute with his hat on backwards. And it
So
has
cute.
all of the sayings, same as my mug, rad, tubular, cool, booyah.
Booyah.
Why did we say that? I have no idea. As if, and many other. 2 for 2, 2 for 2. That's it. You are the big winner. And I want to take a moment for everybody that's joining us to give you this exclusive little clip from when we went to 90's Con on Sunday. You guys know that Hey Dude I was making that was a big goal of mine to go and check them out. Here's the original cast photo here of all of the kids, and I had the opportunity to speak to the actors that played Buddy and Kelly in person, which were amazing. But then I went to the panel, and someone got up to the microphone and asked if they could please all together sing the theme song to the show. And they, of course, didn't want to sing alone. So they invited the entire audience who may not remember where they put their keys or their cell phone, but they sure did remember the words to this song. So check this out, you guys. We make it home out on the range.
Come on now. You guys all know it. Sing along.
Start your horse and come along. If you can't get it right, if you can't hold on. Singing, yippee-ki-yay. What? Like a cowboy sings.
Sing it again now.
Yippee-ki-yay.
Sing along, little doggy.
Till the break of day.
Watch out for those.
Maybe and Jackrabbit and that killer cacti. Hey.
That was
love it.
awesome.
It was a whole moment. It was a whole listen, I was totally crying. I was crying and because I shared this, Josh Teagle had actually been back to where they taped Hey Dude at, and it's all run down. Nobody like took care of it or anything else. And so it was really like emotional to see those pictures on the screen that he took. You can go to YouTube and you can see all of the pictures and things like that on there, but it's sad because it feels like it's this memory that you can't get back, it's just there, and it always makes me sad. We see all of these buildings and stuff around here in New London, that were, during that time, that are not there anymore or that are run down, that no one's taking care of, and it's just sad. It's because you can't get it back. You can't get it back. The Anybody that's from around here, Michael, I'm sure you've been there as well. The roller skating rink in Groton, not there anymore. And that was a whole sadness. Eastern Point Elementary School, not there
Oh God.
anymore. West Side Middle School, not there anymore.
Oh, I didn't know that. I
Mhm.
have not drove by there in forever. Oh, that's
Yeah,
awful.
it's a magnet school now, completely. Yeah, you were just typing that. Yeah, it's wild.
It's
And
like
so
erasing everything.
I know. And so I would leave us with that message today, as we can make it an opportunity, like, to still party like it's 1999. And we can take care of those things, and we can cherish those memories by caring for those things, and it doesn't have to die, but we have to rally behind that stuff. If we want to see those things stay around, we have to do the work, to keep that joy in our lives. And it makes me sad to think about, but we do have some power and some control over that. We just gotta rally behind it. Danielle and I will be back on Friday to talk about the best of the 90s. We're going to talk about our favorite movies, music, moments, TV shows, fashion trends, snacks, all of those things. What are our favorite memories of the 90s in a best of episode, 9 a.m. Eastern time? We do not have virtual co-working today, everybody. Next virtual co-working will be Friday at 9:55 a.m. Eastern time. And then also on Friday, we have a new episode of The Breakthrough Show with William Plange of Ghana, Africa, talking about his book, No Human is Useless, as well as his daughter's brand new nonprofit. This baby is not even a year old and she has her own nonprofit, you guys. So make sure you tune in and learn more about that. And then, of course, Saturday, we have our Soul Saturday morning coffee, as we do every Saturday at 9:30 a.m. Eastern time, and a new episode of Spirit Sessions coming up on Sunday at 12 p.m. Eastern, only on the Breakthrough Show Network. Thank you so much for joining me today, Danielle.
It's been fun.
I'm so excited to have you here for this because, listen, it's always better to celebrate and have a party with friends, not by yourself. Not by yourself.
Absolutely.
I love it. All right, guys, I'm your host, Jessica Dugas, and we will see you Friday. And I want to remind you to make every day a great day for a breakthrough and make joy a priority in your life, because you are the joy. And we'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.
I've been lifting myself up, yeah, I've been climbing.